The year is 1933, and it's mid-January on the Mediterranean island of Majorca. Two suspicious foreigners have been seen prowling around the home of Natasha Rambova. Soon afterwards, on the 17th, Associated Press reports a break-in. Thieves have ransacked the abode of the former wife of Rudolph Valentino. A revolver has been taken. Yet, strangely, her jewels have been left untouched. The authorities are investigating the possibility the burglars sought some papers. Rambova, at this time in Paris, refuses to comment on the news. 3 days later, on the 20th, the Spanish news title, The Voice of Cantabria, gives its readers the full story. Foreigners suspected. Assault on the house of Rudolph Valentino's wife. Rambova, popular with locals, thanks to her initiatives since arriving on the island 2 years ago, is living 6 kilometers from the capital, Palma. Recently, she organized the opening of local caves, which have been lit with electric lights and fronted with a snack bar. According to her secretary, named Sandberg, and a maid, no valuables were taken. In the mess of clothing and on the furniture, there were various jewels, including Natasha's personal diamond-studded cigarette case. It is assumed the people who entered are acquaintances of the owner and sought a document of particular interest. Prowling foreigners believed to be the burglars have yet to be found. We could perhaps dismiss this occurrence were it not for the fact that Madame Rambova had experienced previous similar incidents. In an interview in later years, Paul Ivano revealed there had been an intruder at the shared Sunset Boulevard bungalow. In 1922, it was reported that Valentino had begun to carry a gun for personal protection. That same year, he was shadowed while on his way by train to be with Natasha at Foxlair. And once there, was bothered by spies and reporters disguised as hunters or casual motorists. Finally, a prowler was confronted and shot at on a dark and rainy night. In the serialized, detailed revision of her book, Rambova recalled how her husband's studio, famous Players Lasky, had wanted her sidelined and silenced. And what better method of railroading me safely out of harm's way than to start some more trouble during our vacation at Foxlair? If some new scandal could be hinted, they were well aware that, rather than ruin Rudy's career, I would go to Europe with Mother, or Rudy would return to Hollywood. A few years later, eyewitness Lou Mahoney was informed by the Valentinos that Mrs. Valentino was being followed by detectives. Something that, it turns out, was organized by S. George Ullman. They both told me a certain member of their group was doing everything to discredit Natasha. They told me one of the members had the Burns Detective Agency following her. So, we clearly see, particularly during her time with Rudy, how he and she were targeted. How they were watched and monitored and intimidated, and felt the need to protect themselves with a firearm. Was this campaign against her restarted? It apparently was. Yet why? There are 2 clues. One, the previously mentioned, sometimes brutally honest revised serialization, The Truth About Rudolph Valentino, in 1930. And 2, that late the following year, 1931, it was widely reported that she was busy writing her memoirs. A potentially brutally honest publication that failed to materialize following the assault on her privacy at the beginning of 1933. An assault that was reportedly focused on papers or a document and not on anything else. Though a firearm, obviously kept for protection, was taken. His fame thanks you for viewing.